students, this is Kameshwari from Nalla Narasimha Reddy Education Society Group of Institutions, Integrated Campus, accredited by NAC and MBA. Today we are going to discuss about artificial recharge of groundwater. So overview is what is artificial groundwater recharge, need for artificial recharge, identification of areas for recharge, water sources, factors affecting artificial groundwater recharge, and remaining these are the overall view. So first, what is artificial recharge? So artificial recharge is the process of induced replacement of the groundwater reservoir by human activities. What is groundwater means? It is the process of induced replacement of the groundwater reservoir by human activities. And what is the need for artificial recharge? The purpose, the need for this artificial recharge, conservation and storage of excess water for future use, and also to remove bacterial and other impurities from waste water, to remove the bacterial and other impurities from the waste water, and identification of areas for recharge. Where groundwater levels are receding rapidly, where an aquifer has already been desaturated, where availability of groundwater is inadequate in landmass, and also where salinity ingress is taking place. And scientific studies, soil infiltration studies, soil properties, that means the soil infiltration, geophysical studies, analysis, hydrological studies, prevention of clogging surface layer, and factors affecting artificial groundwater recharge. What are the factors affecting the groundwater recharge? Quantity and quality of source water, time for which water would be available clogging potential, and transmission characteristics of aquifer. And also different methods for artificial recharge, that is direct methods and also indirect methods. These are the direct methods. In these direct methods also it is divided into two classifications: surface methods and subsurface methods. The direct method, surface recharge techniques, is one of the simplest method of artificial recharge, wherein water percolates through the soil layer to the aquifer. And surface method. What is definition of surface method? The first one is surface method and the subsurface method. In surface methods also different types. Suitable for large area of basin. Surface means overall land area of basin. Aquifer, unconfined without impervious layer above. And solid suspension in water decreases infiltration rate. Solid suspension in water decreases infiltration rate. And also next, flooding. Here figure shows the flooding. In this method, water is spread over a flat land as a thick layer. A water distributing system may be used to spread water over a large area. Water infiltration down slowly into the aquifer. Water infiltrated down slowly into the aquifer, while the excess water is channelized for disposal. And the rate of water infiltration into the aquifer has been found to be higher in region with undisturbed vegetation and soil erosion. The embankments constructed on the sites divert the excess water to the collecting canal and into the streams stream. That is the definition of flooding. For flat topography and infiltration higher in sandy soil, undisturbed vegetation. Next one is basin and percolation tanks. Basin and percolation tanks. Here figure shows the percolation tanks. So soil consists of a different permeability. Due to that, water will be infiltrated into the ground surface, percolate down, and that will reach us to the underground tanks and pipelines. Finally, groundwater table will be increased. Most common method, water impounded in a series of basin or tanks parallel to intermittent stream channels. See here figure shows the percolation tank water. This is the wall. Water will be entering into these ways. Some of the water will be infiltrated into the ground surface. Remaining water will be stagnant on a ground surface. So that stagnated water will be evaporated to atmosphere. Through plants leaves also water will be evaporated. That is called as evapotranspiration. And stream augmentation. By series of check dams across streams, so site selected should have sufficient thickness of permeable bed and seepage from natural stream increased. So stream augmentation. So what is stream augmentation? Means stream modification. To increase the stream bed area and also to increase the rate of infiltration for water recharge, the stream channels can be modified by the following methods. What are those? Construction of temporary check dams across the channels, the stream flow, construction of L-shaped leaves, and also construction of basin like impoundment increase the detention and vented area for water recharges. And ditch and furrow method. Anybody knows that? And also stream flow augmentation. This is the recharge water is made to flow in the upstream region of the channel to increase water infiltration through the soil in the stream bed. This method is practiced in the upstream region which have dried up due to lowered groundwater. Ditch and furrow method. This ditch and furrow method already figure shows like it can be some cases this furrow method is also used for our irrigation purpose also. And ditch means this technique for artificial recharge of water involves a system of shallow, small depth and flat bottom and closely spaced ditches are furrows. And different types of furrows are also there. Lateral systems, different types of furrows are lateral systems and contour systems and also basins. These lateral systems means it consists of a main supply channel and small ditches which extended perpendicularly. The gates provides at the head of the ditch control the rate of water flow. The stream water is directed are diverted to the main supply channel which pass through the perpendicularly arranged furrows. The excess water is collected by return canal to the stream. And also contour systems. This system has detached that are constructed along the contour of the land. The lower point, the lowest point is connected to the source stream so that excess water may flow back into the source stream. And also, what is meant by basin? So basin means the basins are present as individually structures. When the drainage area is small, multiple basins are constructed in alluvial areas. And contour bund, small embankment constructed along the contours in this especially used in hilly areas. So low rainfall areas retain the soil runoff for long time. And subsurface method, so like recharge wells, recharge pits and recharge shafts aims to recharge deeper aquifers to increase the water table. And also injection wells, recharge shafts, subsurface dikes, aquifer modification, these methods will be discussed by next class. That means surface method is one surface method completed. Subsurface method will be discussed in the next class. Thank you.